it was just such a cool looking logo. I had no idea until years later that that's what was hidden on the inside of it, that M and that B. But very, very cool.
The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next for Chicago, the center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Chris, where does this Brewers glove logo rank for you all time?
I'd say for me, it's right there in the top 5. I mean, their logos and everything is sort of your personal experience, but ball caps that we had around the house, Montreal Expos growing up, Milwaukee Brewers, that Philadelphia Philly where the red was a deeper red, more of that burgundy. But those were just iconic logos. And so because of that early impression, they stay in my top 5.
I think it's one of the best all time. An art student at UW Eau Claire created it. It is super creative, and I think one of the better logos we have in the sport. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Way out front for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That one in the dirt. Ball 1. Got him looking for the K. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Low.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. On the ground, right side. To first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Brewers, the designated hitter, Christian.
2 down, base is empty. Christian Yelich digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
And another ball. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 3. And a foul ball. The 3-1. Sliced hard but foul. Ripped into right field, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
That's inside. Ball.
This to
Foul
third,
ball.
and that's just foul.
Ball.
In the dirt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
Chorio, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball. Base hit! Yelich flies around third. He's safe, and it's 3-1.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Base hit into the outfield. Fires it to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. And now they trail by 1. So 2 outs. Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Matthew Liberatore. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Here comes the 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Yandy Diaz now. Fastball for a strike. Just getting started here in St. Louis. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Right side, hard hit. Fires to first in time. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. Caminero matched a homer in his last game. That one almost got him. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. Stepping in, Victor Scott.
Look, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Here's the 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him. One down. That one way inside.
That's out.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. And first offering is fouled off. That one missed.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And that one is inside. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back here at Busch Stadium and stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins.
Ball, that's high.
Liberator making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick back in 2018. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a bouncer. Weatherholt throws to first in time and quickly one away in the second. Liberator, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Check swing, no appeal, and the count is 1-1.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as.
And that one hammered on its way. Gone. He doinks it off the foul pole. Jake Fraley launches one. His first homer of the year. Now Ben Williamson. Up and in. Ball one. Who are some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettit, Barry Zito.
Here's a 1-1. On a line out towards center. And there are 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Yeah. That takes low for ball one. Fouled off left side. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the second.
Ball 2.
Goes down looking. Bottom of the second. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Blaze Jordan. Check swing. He went. And the count is 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. late that time, and it's strike two.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning. Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Just
Nope,
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one not close. And now it's 3-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. New inning getting started, and now the catcher for the Rays, Nick Fortes.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Ball one.
Here's a 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
And
That's
there's a
ball
ball.
3.
That
Hey,
one finds
two.
the zone. Full count now. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Fires to first on the run.
No, he's
but
safe.
he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
A nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
Ball one.
Yeah, no question. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Fortes gets his lead at first with nobody out. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that
Ball
one is
3.
downstairs. 3-2 now. This one in the air, center field. And there's one away. So the Rays batting order turns over. Jonathan Aranda now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
Yep, that ball went out.
Here goes the runner. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner around second. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Chop to third. Jordan to Weatherholt. What a double play that was. Inning over. We head down to the back here in St. Louis. Well, Singy, as we talked about earlier, he was dominant in his last start and doing the same thing again today.
Yeah, Boog, in total control on the mound in this one. What a run he's on. Let's see if he can keep this thing going.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him swinging for the strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. Alec Burleson, the next to hit. The 0-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
And that's another strikeout. 8 in a row. Unbelievable. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
It's not the first time we've seen him chase a fastball out of the zone. In fact, it's happened a few times now, and that's something to pay attention to the rest of the way.
Got him! And that's 9 in a row. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Junior Caminero.
Well, these Rays do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
To the right side. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
There's the strike of the knees. Mullins wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. That one missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Fraley in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Pitch misses.
That's too high.
Ball 3. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fraley wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Man at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard. That's in there. Strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And that one missing low.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he won around. Just enough that time. And now he steps off. Big pitch coming. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball down the left field line. That was foul, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That's a little bit low. Outside ball 4. He walked them, and they are loaded.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
There's a line drive to left field. Can't reach it. Should score at least 2.